good morning. You're joining us on a Sunday morning in Arrieta. We're going to go for a walk along the coast. As you can see, it's a really blustery day. Lots of big waves for us to look at in a bit.
I know, they're crashing up the coast there, aren't they?
They are, aren't they? And that's where we're walking, isn't it?
It is. We might get wet.
I do have a wind cheater in my rucksack.
It's a big one going to break over the top there.
Yeah, we'll just watch some of these boogie boarders and see if any of them catch a wave properly. Oh, yes, there goes one. Oh, and up on the board, that's a proper surfboard.
That's a girl that's just gone in.
Yeah. She put the others to shame fairly quickly, didn't she? So we're going to walk past the Chiringuito here and just kind of follow the coast around, have a look at the waves in the direction of Charco del Palo. So the Chiringuito's not open yet, it's a little bit early. It's, what time is it actually? 11:45. In a couple of hours that'll be absolutely full of people, won't it?
You won't get a table, yeah.
This used to be a car park here, it's now a
Leisure space.
Football leisure space, yeah. For those of you who haven't been to Arrieta before, there are showers and toilets here. Kind of dead ahead of us now. This is Bar San Rise, which is the famous Mojo bar on a Volkswagen Type 2.
Mojito bar.
Sorry, Mojito bar, yeah. On a Volkswagen Type 2. Again, he'll be open later. Shoot a little bit more of the surfers and the waves there, Jules.
Okay.
So we're on top of the shower rooms and toilets now.
Casa Player, another one that's going to be really popular later.
Yep, this is one of the few restaurants we have on the island which is actually on the beach. Restaurante Casa Player, as Julie says. Already got a few people, presumably having morning coffee. And then just beyond that you can see all the campers parked up. They're not really supposed to park there, are they? But they kind of do.
In fact, they moved some really big rocks and made it very narrow, but they're still getting in.
Got a hang glider here. I'm guessing he's just practicing because I don't think you can get enough lift to get up into the air at sea level, but they normally take a run from the top of the mountains there and fly around and use this as a landing area. I'm sure this is going to be very noisy, but we have got the little muffs on the microphone, so hopefully it will protect
You can hear some of it, yeah.
Just looking back at Arrieta, so we walked all along the front there and then kind of hung a right, which brought us up onto the track that runs parallel with the main road. We've immediately taken a turn off to the left, which will take us towards the cliffs and the coast.
Yeah.
This way.
Yep.
We've reached the edge of the cliffs now. You can see here how windy it is. I'm sure I'll turn out to the wind. And this path we're following now just will take us towards Charco del Palo.
You can feel the spray, can't we? Off the
Yeah, you can actually feel
sea.
the spray coming up off the sea here. You can see it crashing against the rocks further on. You can actually see the power of the waves here. Big, big rollers coming in. And as Julie said, in the distance there you've got the town of Mala. And over on the left, you can't really see the houses, but you can see the palms from Charco del Palo. There are a couple of houses on the seaward side of the main road. We know the owner of the first one I showed you there quite well. Don't know the owner of the second one, but they are very much off-grid with no mains electric and no mains water, so they run on solar and wind. So today their generators will be doing a great job. Waves pounding against the shore here. Spray flying up. We're heading down to that old lime kiln, and we'll take you around that in a minute. Basically just follow this path around and then it drops down in front of the house there. So all the way around Lanzarote on the coast you'll find these little lime kilns, and they kind of show what they're used for effectively, because as you can see the buildings are built with the volcanic rock you find all around Lanzarote, and then they're finished with this sort of lime render, and which is why there are lime kilns everywhere, because they made the lime render in these kilns all around the coast. And it's actually the reason the properties in Lanzarote are all white, because in the old days they didn't used to paint the outside, they would literally just render them with the lime, and they would stay permanently white coloured. Just pan round to show you where we are. So we've come back down to sea level now from the cliffs. And that building over there is the swimming pool that belongs to the house up above it. So they've got a swimming pool right at sea level, which is rather nice. And if you carry on that path beyond the pool there, you'll end up in Charco del Palo, the naturist village. So I hope you've enjoyed our little walk. I hope the sound quality is going to be okay on this, Jules. What do you think?
It might have got carried away a bit.
Okay, well, if so, we'll just put music over it or something.
It's quite a nice view back to Arrieta, and then you can see Punta Mujeres in the distance. You can see the gap between the two villages.
You can actually, yep. So there's Arrieta first, then you can see the doll's house beyond that, Punta Mujeres, and then way in the distance there is Jameos del Agua. So from a very blustery but bracing and still quite hot actually Lanzarote, hope you enjoyed that. Have a great weekend, and bye for now.